This stop is Postal Facility Road and in front of facility. Next stop, Stanley Avenue and Sheridan Avenue. This stop is Stanley Avenue and Sheridan Avenue. Next stop, Eldert Lane and Loring Avenue. This stop is Eldert Lane and Loring Avenue. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Eldert Lane. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Eldert Lane. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Sheridan Avenue. Transfer available to B15. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Sheridan Avenue. Next stop, Lincoln Avenue and Blake Avenue. This stop is Lincoln Avenue and Blake Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Autumn Avenue. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Autumn Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Crescent Street. Transfer available to B13. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Crescent Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Euclid Avenue. Transfer available to Q8. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Euclid Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Fountain Avenue. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Fountain Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Logan Street. Transfer available to Q8. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Logan Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Montauk Avenue. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Montauk Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Berryman Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Berryman Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Essex Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Essex Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Elton Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Elton Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Ashford Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Ashford Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Jerome Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Jerome Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Skank Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Skank Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Van Siclen Avenue. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Van Siclen Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Bradford Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Bradford Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Vermont Street. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Vermont Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue. Transfers available to B20 and B83. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Alabama Avenue. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Alabama Avenue. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Hinsdale Street. Transfer available to the L train. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Hinsdale Street. Next stop, Sutter Avenue and Van Sinderen Avenue. Transfer available to the L train. This stop is Sutter Avenue and Van Sinderen Avenue. Next stop, Junius Street and Sutter Avenue. This stop is Junius Street and Sutter Avenue. Next stop, Junius Street and Blake Avenue. This stop is Junius Street and Blake Avenue. Next stop, Dumont Avenue and Junius Street. This stop is Dumont Avenue and Junius Street. Next stop, Dumont Avenue and Powell Street. This stop is Dumont Avenue and Powell Street. Next stop, Dumont Avenue and Mother Gaston Boulevard. This stop is Dumont Avenue and Mother Gaston Boulevard. Next stop, Mother Gaston Boulevard and Blake Avenue. This stop is Mother Gaston Boulevard and Blake Avenue. Next stop, Mother Gaston Boulevard and Sutter Avenue. This stop is Mother Gaston Boulevard and Sutter Avenue. Next stop, Mother Gaston Boulevard and Belmont Avenue. This stop is Mother Gaston Boulevard and Belmont Avenue. Next stop, Pitkin Avenue and Mother Gaston Boulevard. This stop is Pitkin Avenue and Mother Gaston Boulevard. Next stop, Pitkin Avenue and Osborne Street. This stop is Pitkin Avenue and Osborne Street. Next stop, Pitkin Avenue and Rockaway Avenue. Transfer available to B60. This stop is Pitkin Avenue and Rockaway Avenue. Next stop, Pitkin Avenue and Bristol Street. This stop is Pitkin Avenue and Bristol Street. Next stop, Pitkin Avenue and Amboy Street. This stop is Pitkin Avenue and Amboy Street. Next stop, Pitkin Avenue and Strauss Street. Transfers available to B12 and B7. This stop is Pitkin Avenue and Strauss Street. Next stop, Pitkin Avenue and Legion Street. This stop is Pitkin Avenue and Legion Street. Next stop, Eastern Parkway and Ralph Avenue. Transfers available to B47 and B15. This stop is Eastern Parkway and Ralph Avenue. Next stop, Eastern Parkway and Buffalo Avenue. This stop is Eastern Parkway and Buffalo Avenue. Next stop, Eastern Parkway and Rochester Avenue. This stop is Eastern Parkway and Rochester Avenue. Next stop, Eastern Parkway and Utica Avenue. Transfers available to the 3 train. B46, B17 and B46 SBS. This stop is Eastern Parkway and Utica Avenue. Next stop, Eastern Parkway and Schenectady Avenue. Transfers available to the 3 and 4 trains in B17. This stop is Eastern Parkway and Schenectady Avenue. Next stop, Eastern Parkway and Utica Avenue. This stop is Eastern Parkway and Utica Avenue. This is B14 to Crown Heights, Utica Avenue.